Hey guys, thanks for stopping by for another video. This is part 5 in the Mix an Entire Album from Start to Finish series. Now, if you haven't started from the beginning, you need to stop. You need to go back and look at part 1. I'll put a link and a card up here and in the description below. Make sure that you do that, because what we're doing is we're taking 3 different songs. Ultimately, this is what the series is going to cover. 3 different songs, we're gonna mix them separately, and then we're gonna bring them together and make one cohesive sounding project. Now, I think this is a really important deal because there's a lot of videos out there, there's a lot of content on how to make a better snare sound and how to mix a song. But what about when you've got multiple songs and you want to put them together? How do you know that they're going to sound right, that they're going to sound cohesive? Well, that's what this series covers. So I hope that you start from the beginning and watch the entire series, because there's a lot of great content. But today we're in part 5, where we're adding vocals to our second song, so I'm really excited about that. But listen, hey, if you're enjoying this series, if you're getting a lot out of it, please subscribe to the channel. You're gonna get more content like this if you subscribe to Sidoti Sound. Also, share it with your friends, let them know, hey, I found this killer series on how to mix an album. So anywho, all right guys, thanks for stopping by. Let's dive in to Pro Tools. Okay, well, as you can see, I have updated my Pro Tools to 2020.11. I'm kind of digging the dark mode. Let me know in the comments what you think. I've seen some posts on Facebook and whatnot talking about how people hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. But it is easier on the eyes, I will say that for sure, especially when you lower the lights in your room and you switch over to here. The meters are so nice and bright. Anywho, there's that. So let's do a recap of the song, and then we'll start diving into vocals. I'm just gonna play a little bit from the top. And then let's get to the outro here. That's the song, Without You. Anyways, that's the general gist of it. So I did a few things before I started filming, and I just want to kind of walk you through what I did. And it really is just some organization and some color coding. I haven't talked about that really a lot in this series, and I think it's important to note that for me, it is really important to visually be able to see quickly what it is that I'm looking at. For me, I like to color code some things, and I think the colors look really nice in this new dark mode. But if you don't know, you come up here to Window and you bring up your color palette. And you can color all sorts of things. Let me bring this right there. You can color your clips in your tracks. You can color the tracks itself. So for instance, if I were to select this snare verb and I'm on tracks and I want to make it be light blue, boom, it's light blue. Now I can turn off if you press this button, it'll turn off that kind of glowing color where it just gives that light blue color here at the track comment area, or you can turn on that saturation and then you can add more saturation or less saturation. So I do it enough to give me a sense that, you know, that there's color, and you can really make it bright too. So, you know, a lot of people are complaining about the dark mode, but I mean, you can kind of brighten it up if you're doing that. So just to reiterate, we've got kick in, sub kick, snare top, snare bottom. We added a sample snare on the last video. Hat, tom 1, tom 2, ride, overhead, overhead, room, room, and a drum loop. We added a snare verb, we added a slam bus, we have the drum bus master. We have the bass DI, and then we duplicated the bass and brought in settings from the first song's duplicated bass, and we did that. We've got a synth bass, a whole crap ton of guitars, guitar 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 all the way up, and we added the guitar bus. Of course, we have the organ here and a synth lead, and then we also have down here our VCAs for drums, bass, and guitar. So what we're going to do is we're going to now create our VCAs for the vocals on this song. Now we can import them from the first song, and that's fine. It's not going to really do much. But I think sometimes when it comes to vocals, like I said in the end of part 4, vocals is where things really differ from song to song. So the most important thing is getting the drums, bass, and guitars and things like that to be consistent. But, you know, snare drums can change a lot and vocals can change a lot. Vocal effects, things like that are really, there's nothing that says that they have to be the same from song to song. So with that being said, on this part, we're just going to create this new VCA from scratch, create the group, and all of that sort of stuff. So let's do that first before we start listening to vocals. I'm going to Command-Shift-N, hold Command, go down to VCA Master, and let's just call this Vox. Do with my lowercase v. Okay, create. Now we've got to give this a group. So I've got verse, vocal. Let's take a look real quick at all the vocal tracks that I recorded. We've got a verse vocal, we've got a chorus low, a chorus lead, a chorus double, background left, background right. Really, those are harmonies. And then we've got the bridge vocals. I've got 3 different: bridge 1, bridge 2, bridge 3. And then I've got some outro vocals, an outro lead, and an outro double. So we've created our vocal VCA. So let's select all of our vocals. I selected the first one and then shift-clicked it to the last one. And let's go ahead and do Command-G. And we'll create the group. We'll call it all caps vocals. And we are going to give it to the VCA Vox. Okay, we are going to start. Let's unmute the vocals, and these are all straight up, by the way, all panned straight up the middle, no effects, no nothing, no console 1. Let's just see what I tracked in its raw form. We'll start right here at verse 1. I should mention what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start adjusting faders a little bit. So I brought up the fader cam, and I'm going to mess with it a little bit. Maybe I'll pan some stuff, but we'll solo it and kind of see what's going on, and we'll get a little bit deeper, but just as we're listening to this, I'm going to kind of make some subtle changes.
It's okay that you're not around, and now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find. Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life.
There they are in all their glory. Not too much glory there, but there they are. So let's start just doing some quick panning, see what we want to be center, what we want to have pan left and right. Now, again, I've said this before. When you're recording, when you're tracking, you want to have the end goal in mind. So if you know that on the chorus, you want to have a lead vocal up the middle, and you want to have one left and one right, and do kind of a triple thing, well, then you're going to track them that way, and you're already going to probably have it panned when you were just recording. So you're going to start your mix process with them already panned. I'm just leaving them straight up at first for you guys for the sake of this video, that like, hey, what if you didn't record this and you just got these tracks and you're mixing it, you know, someone else's song. But generally speaking, I tracked this how I know that I want it to go. So I'm just going to do some quick panning and we'll solo some stuff. Keep in mind this is free of EQ and reverb and effects. Let me show you one thing. I left this in here, down here, in case you were wondering what my workflow was for tracking these vocals. I just have a Focusrite interface, nothing fancy. I'm using a Groove Tube, a GT67 tube condenser mic in cardioid mode. But what I do is I plug that into interface input number 1. Then I create an aux track, okay? And it's this mic input track that you can't see because the fader cam is in the way. So here we go. Mic input right here. Then I set that input to be input 1, and then I set the output to be bus. I just call it print mono. Then on that track, I put the any plugins that I want. So this is what I used to track these vocals. I used the VMR, and I used the console channel here, the virtual channel in the Neve mode. I brought in the Neve MkII and gave it just a little bit of gain. I had the Neve EQ that I did nothing except for a high pass at, what is that, at 88, at 90. That's it. And then I've got the modern 1176, and that's pretty much all I used, and then a trimmer just in case, which I'm doing nothing with. So I then bus that to an audio track. So then I create however many audio tracks I need. I set the input of that audio track to be my print bus. So now my mic is going into the MkII, being converted to digital, going into an aux input that's then going through this processing, and then out of the aux input into an audio track. Now why do that? Why not just put it on the audio track? Well, you probably know this already, but it's worth saying. In Pro Tools, if you put a plugin on an audio track, it's just processing post audio. So if I want to record this VMR to tape, then it's got to be on the aux input, and then the signal goes through it, and then I record that signal. that's what you're hearing here. This is that EQ and compression, or it's a high pass filter and compression, and a little bit of mic and console modeling, mic pre and console modeling. There you have it. Okay, nothing really fancy to talk about on the verse. So let's see what these chorus. I've got a chorus low, a chorus lead, and a chorus double. The chorus low was intended to just be kind of a thickener. We might do some cool effects with that. I don't know. And then we've got a lead and a double, and then the backgrounds. Now I already labeled them background left, background right, because I know as I was tracking them, I want them hard left and right. But let's solo that. I will solo the vocals.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
That's the two leads. Let's do that again. And now, so right now we're going to start with just the two leads, and then I'll bring in the low, and then I'll bring in the left-right harmonies.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
One more time, I'll bring in the backgrounds.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
Okay, that's what's happening on the chorus, the bridge, where I've got bridge 1, 2, 3. And right now I've got bridge 1 up the middle, bridge 2 left, bridge 3 right. Let's see how that sounds.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you.
Then the background left and right come in. So these are, just to reiterate, these are different takes, different performances. They weren't digitally doubled or duplicated. It was track it once, track it second, track it a third time, and track that as tight as I can, and that's what you get. And then we'll get to this outro here, and we'll listen to that. It's just the lead and the double.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life. Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life.
Okay, that's all we need to hear solo dry like that. Let's start messing with the vocals. First thing I'm going to do is create a vocal bus. After the vocals, Command Shift in, hold Command go down to aux input, right for stereo, and tab over, and we'll call this Vox Bus. Let's set the input to our Vox Bus to be Vox Bus. It's going out the mix bus. So then we need to take all of our vocals, click the first one, hold Shift, click the second one, and we're going to hold Option, Shift, and click on the bus and put them out Vox Bus. Now they're all going through here. I'll hold Command, click Shift, and we should be hearing the vocals and seeing them here. Yep, everything's good. All right, Command S. First thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and continue with adding the console 1 to all of these tracks. So they're still all selected, so I'm going to come here, Option Shift click, and go to console 1 and put them all on. Voila, I love it. And just make sure that they chose the right inputs, 37, 38, 39, yeah, this should be 47. Boom, awesome. Everything's good to go. All right, before we go any further, I gotta put just some kind of reverb just so I'll go nuts. I love reverb. I don't think you can have too much of it. All right, let's add some reverb. I'm gonna add a aux input. We're gonna call this lead. We'll just call it Vox Verb. It's close enough. Vox Verb. Its input is gonna be lead Vox Verb 1, and its output is gonna be Vox Bus. Command click the solo to make it solo safe, so we'll always hear our reverb. And I'm gonna go ahead and insert a reverb. I'm gonna go with my favorite, Verb Suite Classics. This is the default setting here on the Verb Suite Classics, and it's the FG480. So I'm just gonna leave it just straight up how it is by default, and start there. And then let's add a little bit of reverb. I'm going to send this verse vox to the lead, and let's see what that sounds like.
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you?
Just gonna mess with the pre-delay a little bit.
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you?
Sounds good enough for me. I like it. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of option click and drag. So I'm just kind of creating the space. That is the space for this song. And it can change. Let's see what we want to do. Alrighty, now that we've got some reverb, I want to just listen real quick and see about maybe EQing a little bit.
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm going.
Let's try that again. May have to do a de-esser on this. Either that or the reverb's too bright.
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside. So come and take me. I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside.
Yeah, I mean, that helps maybe. We'll see. We'll see if it needs that EQ. It kind of sounds good without the EQ. I am definitely going to turn the brightness down of this verb, and let's just lower the volume a little bit of the Vox verb, just a hair. It's a little too much, a little Celine Dion. Should I bang on my chest and start singing?
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down.
Now, this is obviously a softer spoken, you know, take. It's not going to be the same as the chorus, so I'm really going to spend a little bit of time treating this verse vocal. Let's just go virtual mix rack. I don't necessarily want the compressor that's on the console one. Doesn't really add anything on this song, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the vintage, and let's see what I get with this. I want to add a little bit more punch and presence.
I used to wish that you were around, and then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside.
Yeah, that kind of helped. Yeah, I'm not going to EQ and solo it. I'm going to leave it in the mix and see what I want to do here to the chorus lead.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, sometimes you watch all these videos and it's like, here's how I EQ vocals. Well, that's dumb, because a different person on a different mic, through a different mic pre, through a different console, through a different EQ, sounds completely different. So there's no way that you can say, this is how I EQ vocals, and you be able to replicate that, turn the knobs the exact same way. So don't feel like you have to do anything. To me, every time I turn the EQ knob, it's like, nah, it's not really, doesn't need that. So it doesn't need that. Okay, let's put a compressor on the chorus lead. We'll do the same thing. We'll do the virtual mix rack. You know what, I'll just option click drag over to here, and I'll go ahead and hide the fader cam. Don't really need that right now. And let's see if I can't get a little angst out of this.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
And then you know what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to the vocal bus, and I'm going to put on the console one there so I can get some of this grit out of it and the drive. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and crank the drive a little bit more.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
I'm also going to drive that in a little bit harder, and then I'm going to bring the volume of that down.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
So I brought up the input gain 5 dB. I brought the volume down 5 dB, just to get more drive of the SSL sound into these vocals. Okay, Then on my background vocals, I'm just gonna go straight up on these harmonies. I'm just gonna go to my favorite, which is the CLA vocals. And this does great because I can kill a little bit. I wanna kinda thin them out just a hair. I'm not gonna add any more reverb, but I am gonna go ahead and spank those bad boys. And I'm going to keep this stereo widening in, and let's see what that does to both of those.
So come and
Okay, then that made it stereo, so I gotta pan this one left, pan that one right. Here we go.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Bring the input of that up a little bit, bring that output down, and then let's copy that over. Yes, change. Bring up the old, where are we at? Fader cam. Hey, fader cam. What's up?
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Okay, definitely don't need all that reverb. I want the backgrounds to stand out, so it stands to reason. Don't do the same reverb on the backgrounds as the lead, thus making them sound different enough and pop in and out. So let's try and see what happens by just going with the tight reverb here. I'll solo this.
Come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Yeah, I got that nice coursing effect there. So I like that. I thinned it out quite a bit. And let's duplicate that, option click drag, and let's hear both of those.
Come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
I mean, they definitely are inconsistent, so I'm gonna compress this one a little bit more.
Come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
For whatever reason, I feel like the one on my right is brighter. I just sang it differently, so I'm gonna just add a little bit of brightness to the one on the left.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Okay, liking that. I'm gonna go ahead and add a vocal delay. This is gonna be an 1/8 note delay. Its input is gonna be bus Vox delay 1, and its output is gonna be Vox bus. And let's bring in my favorite delay, which is the repeater. Let's switch it to 1/8 note. We'll do the analog and the spread, and let's add this to the chorus lead. Send, boom.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Let's try quarter.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find
Okay, eighth is better. Lower the volume. Let's solo that and see if we like it.
So come and take me.
Wrong one.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
See, if we darken up the delay and we kind of minimize the lows and the highs, it can really just be a pulse, and that's what I want, like more of a thickening agent. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to lower that. I'm going to send the delay return to the lead reverb. So that's in the same universe. And let's see what that sounds like.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Let's reverb. Let's hear that in the mix. And let's hide the old fader cam again.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
I like that. I'm going to duplicate the VMR onto the double, and I'm not going to send the double to the delay, and I am going to lower the double's reverb send as well. Let me just get a blend of that, and then I'm going to group the lead vocal so that anytime I raise up or down, the double and the lead go up together. Solo, solo.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Yeah, you know what? I think that the reverb is just a tad long there, Joe. Let's go a little bit lower. Let's try that.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
That's cool. And I'm probably going to add some brightness to the overall vocal bus. Let's see, 48. Let's bring that up.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
I'm also going to take that compressor off and put on the our good friend Bluey. Bring this down.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
Get that release nice and fast, slow attack. Let's try that again.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there. Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can't find you there.
You know what? Let's see. What did we do on the first song? Let's go to import session data and let's open up that template. Let's bring in the Vox bus, vocal bus, and let's bring that onto our Vox bus. What did we do? We just did a VMR. Okay. What did we do to VMR? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, let's do that. Might as well be consistent with the bus. Instead of driving the SSL on the console 1, looks like I drove it here instead, but I kept that on the Brit and then I put this on the 4K. I did a little bit more of that. The high pass there instead of the console 1. So see, all the same things, but just on a different plugin. Let's hear that.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
Really pegging that needle there.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
Now, they sound better to me. They're a little loud, but turn that down. Let's keep listening.
It's okay that you're not around, and now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there.
So let's make that group now. We're going to call this lead Vox. Well, I don't need to call it group. We know that it's a group. Okay.
It's okay that you're not around, and now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find. Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you, I'm fine.
All right, I'm going to do the same treatment to the bridge as I did on the chorus. I'm going to take the console 1 from the chorus lead and I'm going to put it on bridge 1. Going to kind of duplicate that as far as the settings, which is a little bit of EQ and whatnot. All right, let's start from the second chorus.
So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find
that bridge one more time. I'm gonna solo these bad boys here.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you, I'm fine.
All right, gonna set me up a quarter note delay here. Boom, aux input stereo. Let's try a quarter. Just gonna take the same settings from the repeater and switch it to quarter and set this input to be input bus Vox delay 2 and make sure it's going out Vox bus. Okay, and then let's switch this send from delay 1 to delay 2.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you, I'm fine.
Let's hear that in the old mix. I like it. Let me send that to the reverb as well. Just keeping in the same universe. And then I'm gonna get a balance again still. I'm not happy with this balance of the 3 bridge vocals.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life.
Okay. Yeah, these don't need to be very hot at all. Just want to make sure this still has the, yeah, that's down. We'll go to my console 1 in this case. Here, let's bring it up for the big screen. And this is still too dark, so I'm going to actually cut some lows probably.
Without you, I'm fine. Without you in my life, without you, I'm fine.
Let's hear that in the mix. Command S. Okay, that's good. Moving down the line, the outro. So I'm going to take the chorus lead settings, put that on my outro lead, and the VMR. And I'll do the same thing for the double. Okay, so we're in the same ecosystem there, which means we've got that EQ, no compression there, and then we've got the VMR, which is just that compressor. And of course, that's going to a vocal bus that has got some EQ and whatnot, but let's see if it needs a little more sauce. wonder if it sounded good if we threw to that quarter note delay. Well, let's just see what it sounds like. I might just throw the In My Life at the end. Yeah, that's cool. You know, a little bit more of that. I'm actually using the double as the lead in this case. I just like that take better of the outro. Okay, now overall the whole thing is not quite sounding glued enough to me. Let's check our VU meter. Uh-oh, we got red lights. What do we need to do? Start from the top. Let's listen. Let's readjust some things and pay attention to our meters here and see what we want to do. If we need to adjust anything. Oh yeah, it's pegged. I think our levels are okay. It's super digging in right there at the end, but we're not clipping per se, so I'm gonna leave it. Okay, let me think. If you haven't used this de-esser from Eosis, this is Fabrice Gabriel, who is the kind of the brain behind the algorithms on the Slate Digital stuff. And this is a phenomenal de-esser. So I'm going to, let's see, voiceover, yeah, male vocal. Gonna adjust the sensitivity here and see what it's doing. Let's solo that. I used to wish that you were around. The air is still there, so we're adding this air, but then we're de-essing it here. You can listen. Let's listen to the sibilance. It's really good at it. Let's go back to voice listen. Let's see what that sounds like in the old mix of things.
I used to wish that you were around.
Put it in the wrong mode.
I used to wish that you were around. And then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. It's okay that you're not around. And now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside. I used to.
Let's go with chorus here.
Outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. It's okay. And now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where
All right, let's do our super low volume vocal test, because I feel, you know, it's tough when it's your own vocal. I just feel like it's too much. So I'm going to lower the volume really, really low in here, and
I used to wish that you were around. And then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why.
okay. So here's what I did. That way you didn't have to hear the whole thing. Brought the volume way down, and I just messed with a little less reverb, a little less chorus vocal. But here's my opinion of where doing the quiet test of where they should be.
I used to wish that you were around. And then my life got turned upside down. So where are you? I won't ask why. So where are you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. It's okay that you're not around. And now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground.
I also switched the 8th note to ping pong. I just wanted something more interesting happening in the verse.
It's okay that you're not around. And now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside. So come and take me to where I'm gonna be, where I can find you there. So come and take me to where I can find without you. Without you in my life, without you, without you in my life.
Yeah, you know, the guitars just need a little bit more energy. I might even brighten them up even more. Let's see, guitar bus. I think we've got it to a point where, okay, it definitely sounds like a song. I'd probably send this off to someone to say, hey, here's how it's sounding so far. You know, a lot of times mixing is your first instinct and just throwing it up and then come back to it maybe. I mean, we have that benefit with Pro Tools, right? I mean, we can do whatever we want. We can save it and come back 4 years later. No, I don't think you should do that. I think you should commit to what you're doing. But, you know, if nothing is standing out to you as like, you know, it sounds fine, sounds good, well then don't screw it up. Don't do something to make it worse. If nothing's standing out to you, that's a good thing. Nothing standing out is bad. You know, I just can't put my finger on yet what it is that I don't like. I think it's just because it's not mastered. I think it needs glue, and to me it feels like a mix. It doesn't feel like a finished mastered song. But you know, I think that it's starting to sound pretty good. Let's bring in just real quick. Sorry, I can't see. Let's listen to Remember again. Okay.
It's okay that you're not around. And now that I'm free, I can't touch the ground. So where were you? I don't ask why. So where were you? Come outside.
Yeah, you know, it sounds good. All right, so I think we should leave it there. That means that on part 6, we're going to start our 3rd song. So let's keep this where it's at. We've got Remember, where we kind of are happy with it. We've got Without You, where we're kind of happy with it, and then we're gonna bring in the third song. Let's mess with that, we'll do that, and then ultimately we're gonna come back and we're gonna really compare and open up some sessions and go, yeah, I feel like this is good. And then we're gonna put them together and really, you know, master it, so to speak, and get them all kind of ready to be released, if you will. So look, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you're liking this content, you're like, man, this is awesome. This is great stuff. It's in depth. You know, I'm always looking for this. Subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, like the video, comment, tell me what it is that you're liking, what you're not liking. I just like to hear back from you, and I really appreciate your support. You know, this is a lot of work to do this, but it's important, and this kind of stuff needs to be done where we're really diving in and we're figuring out how in the heck this whole thing works. Man, I hope you've been enjoying this. I hope these songs aren't annoying you. Stay tuned for part 6 next in this series. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video. If you like this video, then click that like button, I appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel and help support Sidoti Sound. And click that bell if you want to be notified when I release new videos. And of course, you can find me on all sorts of social media, so be sure to check that out. If you'd like to work with me on an upcoming project, then make sure to visit SidotiSound.com for more information. All right, guys, thanks a lot.